Hey Libra, your June tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. Your theme is clarity, so it's a time to declutter physically, or actually, rather, I should say materially and mentally, so that you can tune into your connection to your higher wisdom. Now, your first clarifier on that is the Queen of Cups, and so this is your intuitively and emotionally nurturing side. And so you have an opportunity in June to get clarity on something that you're feeling, a need specifically, like naming a need. So your self-care is key here. So meet all of the needs that you already know in order to clear the airwaves, so to speak. Now, your second clarifier is the Eight of Wands. And so this is cutting out the middleman. When speaking on intuition, that can be language that complicates the messages. And so it's the limitations of language. And so clarity could come in as pure knowing, like without words or symbols or messages. And it could be like you've always known it and you don't remember learning it or being told it. It'll just be like an instant download. Now, your third clarifier is the Six of Wands. So this is kind of cool. People could be seeing you more clearly as well, or you'll be able to come across authentically and be seen in your true bright light. And with that Eight of Wands, some of you might be struck by some sort of insight that saves the day in some way. And another thing with this, it indicates leadership and others looking to you to follow. So to be mindful about decluttering so that your thinking will be clear in those moments. Now for week 1, you have the Knight of Wands. So far, lots of people are getting really revved up this month because this guy keeps coming out to play. You could be feeling extra frisky or feisty. Maybe even like you're out of school for the summer and you're running all over the place, the pool and parties and just out in general. And hopefully you don't have anything that will require a lot of focus because I see that being kind of difficult. You might need to have someone else keeping you accountable if anything does have to be done, like on a deadline. So for the second week, you have the Hermit. This is a time to create space and distance from others so that you can get a clear mind without the interference and influence of others. It's a time during which you might benefit from solitude. I mean, even the talking heads or like the disembodied voices like this one right here on YouTube. Hermit means no podcast either, just you and your own company. Now for the third week, you have the Knight of Goblets, and it's like you do discover something there in hermit mode, and here you're either seeking it out if it's a need, or you're sharing it if it's an expression of some kind. And it could be both. It's like a need that is met by expressing yourself emotionally or artistically, and this is making moves towards change after some sort of initiation or catalyzing moment. And the goal of this night is fulfillment and connection. So it's good to have a balance of solitude and togetherness, and maybe some healthy alone time made you ready to get out and connect again. Now for the fourth week, you have the Queen of Discs. And so you're taking this Knight of Goblets loving energy and you're channeling it into your environment. Maybe an art studio or a kitchen cleanup or upgrade, some habit changes. And it also feels very connected to nature. So trying to get outside more or connect with your senses more. That's actually, I see that in your love life too, but we'll get that. There's so much physical and emotional beauty and creativity in this back half of the month. It's like you emerge from your hermit's cave with fresh ideas and energy to implement and to sweeten your life with. And this is like comfy and cozy, but it's also lively and aesthetic, whatever it is that your personal taste looks like. Now for work, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Cups. And so there could be a big change in this area, and it could motivate you to change your mind on your trajectory, where you're going or how you get there. And you could decide that something has gotten too chaotic, so you're walking away from it, either to get clarity or as the result of a moment of clarity. But you're definitely seeking some kind of peace. There might be something that you thought you wanted, but the closer you got to it, the more it disrupted your peace. And you might be a little sad to turn your back on it, but the choice is clear to you. And it could be like the pay was unpredictable. That's kind of what I see here, is like an unpredictable pay thing. And you liked the gig. I think it was cool. I think it did something for you, but you're needing something honestly a little more, unfortunately, boring, but that you can count on steady pay. Now for love, you have the King of Shields with the Four of Cups. Now for couples, there's a lot of focus on the day-to-day. It's very solid and committed and official even, but you might be kind of wondering where the butterflies went, and I don't know why, but I'm getting something about scent and getting close enough to stir each other up. So engage your senses more together, because those butterflies, they always dissipate. Like no one has those for 50 years. When a relationships get more advanced and mature, the love does not lessen because the butterflies are gone. It evolves into a different feeling. It sinks kind of lower into your core because it's part of your foundation now. So I don't know if this is making any sense or not. It just shows you two getting more and more comfortable, and it reminds that the more comfortable you get, the more intentional you might sometimes have to be about intimacy. So keep touching and smelling each other, basically. Now, for singles, I actually do see a date, a really luxurious one, but I'm not sure there's a whole lot of chemistry off the bat. So it's not love at first sight, but it could grow. There's potential here. So stay solid in your commitment to what you're looking for, though. Don't sell yourself short because you're undervaluing yourself because you've been maybe looking for a while, or you think you're aging, or some kind of construct like that. You are solid and established, so don't take on anything that won't add value to your life just because it's there. And at the same time, don't discount something just because it's not in your usual package preference. I just think there's a hidden gem around there, around you, or I mean, you could be the hidden gem. So let's look at your bonus card really quick. You have accept that you don't lack for anything. The whole world belongs to you. All right, Libra, that's beautiful. Have a wonderful June, and I will talk to you next month. Thank you.